Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Final Fantasy V. Oh boy, it's really here. I can't believe we're actually almost at the end of the game. It's ridiculous. Anyway, status. My setup, I'm using 4 freelancers for the final battle just to have the best mix of stats I can get my hands on. Bartz did not master the Gladiator. That's totally fine with me though, I really don't care. He's got Rapid Fire and Spellblade on, as well as the Chicken Knife with the Mystic Knight's Agility and someone's Strength. I don't know whose, probably the Mystic Knight's. It's pretty much the best combination of Strength and Speed you're going to get out of Bartz. Technically speaking, I suppose Ferris would have it better with the Monk's Strength and Thief Speed, but I have her equipped with something else, and whatever. It doesn't really matter. She'll be doing really good damage, and he'll be doing really good damage, and that's what's important in life. Also, even though you could equip the Man-Eater Knife on Bartz because the final boss is human type and weak to the Man-Eater Knife, the Man-Eater Knife doesn't work with Spellblades, so I would rather have Bartz using the Chicken Knife instead. The reason why I'm using freelancers is because I want everyone to have the ribbon on. It's really, really important to have status protection for this fight, and the ribbon protects you against just about everything I'm worried about. Anyway, Lena has Mix and Time. I have her as a freelancer as well, because, again, the ribbon gave her the Masamune, more so just to give her the speed necessary to go first in battle, or not the speed necessary, but just to make sure she goes first, so I can start buffing everyone into the stratosphere. Protect Ring is there just for the defensive bonus. Creel isn't much oh, by the way, the Aegis Shields are also there for magic protection. Anyway, Creel is basically the same as usual. Ribbon, Magus Rod, she's got Summon in Blue. Those are the only 2 types of magic I'm gonna need from her. Summon for the multi-targeting damage, Blue for the buffs, and for the healing. Creel's probably going to be doing more healing than Lena is, to be honest. And then Ferris I have with Dance and Throw. Throw is there just because. If you throw the Excalibur, it'll do max damage, so that'll be really awesome. Dance is there for her to, well, deal massive damage. She's got the ribbon on, rainbow dress, red slippers. So that'll be really, really nice for her. And I think we're good. No one's wearing the Bone Mail, just because if someone dies, I want to be able to revive them. Because for some weird reason, during this final battle, anyone who's dead at the end of the fight is, like, dead. They won't come back. They'll be permanently gone, and you'll miss out on them having them around for the final cutscene. So I would rather not do that. Now, I'll be honest, even though I've done this fight before, and I've done it successfully, keeping everyone alive, I'm still quite a good bit more nervous than I would think I should be, but whatever, it's time to bring it on. That doesn't sound good. Well, holy crap! He's gone full tree mode! I would have thought they'd have updated his portrait to reflect his, giant tree face. Oh no! He's gonna give the entire world the suck now. Oh, that's the Pirate's Cave. How does he even know all of this? Like, where all our companions and friends are. Even the catapult, too. Damn. Wait a minute. You're summoning the power of the void to send us into the void while we're already inside the void? What? That doesn't even... Oh. Well, I guess it doesn't need to make sense, huh? You know, come to think of it, you can use the banish spell all you want in this area and send people into the void even though we're already inside, so... Or into the rift, rather. I'm guessing there's supposed to be like a distinction between the void and the rift, and that's how he's able to send us into the void. I don't think I understand the distinction, but I think it's there. Hey, it's Dorgan! And... oh god, what's his name? Kelger, that's it. And Zezat. It's the Warriors of Dawn, I think they're called. Yep, I was right. Man, it's been a long time since we've heard this leitmotif, huh? Alright! We can do it! King Tycoon! Wow. Apparently, dying and becoming a ghost in this universe really just makes you 20 times more powerful. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could ever foresee. Or words to that effect. Alright, let's do it! In final boss time! Against Exdeath, the man himself. First things first, I want Lena to use Quick immediately. Now you saw there he actually used White Hole, but since everyone has ribbons and White Hole just applies statuses to people, random statuses, it didn't work, and that's why I have ribbons on everyone. Anyway, first things first, mix. Where is it? Elixir, Dragon Fang on Lena. That'll give you Goliath's Tonic, which will double your max HP. I want to have everyone with Goliath's Tonic immediately. Obviously, this means you need to have 4 Elixirs and 4 Dragon Fangs at the very least. This will really help out our survivability in the long term. Anyway, Exdeath has no elemental weaknesses or resistances, so the best spell blade you can use right now is Flare for the straight-up boost in damage. Let's see. You, I actually have a special job for you. Somewhere in here is the magic lamp. I want to use that exactly twice. You must use it exactly twice. Not once, not 3 times, nor 4, and 5 is right out. There's a special reason why I want to do that, by the way, just so you know. Alright, Creel, I want you to use Mighty Guard. That'll keep us, give us Protected Shell, help us with damage resistance there. Alright, Lena, time. I want you to use Quick again. There we go. Mix. Elixir, Dragon Fang on Ferris. That'll give her something on the order of 4,000 max HP. Elixir, Dragon Fang on Bartz. Oh, crap. That was the wrong one. Shit. Anyway, Bartz is going to use Rapid Fire. That'll do some really good damage there. Ferris, I want to use the Magic Lamp again. Yeah, having immunity to statuses is critical for surviving this fight. Okay, exactly twice. That's good for the Magic Lamp there. Okay, Summon. Golem, protect against physical attacks. Since everyone has a ribbon instead of a gold needle, we're going to be eating through our MP twice as fast, so you want to watch out for that. Actually use Quick again. mix the right ones. Elixir and Dragon Fang on Bart's. There we go. And Haste Gut everyone. Well, I mean, Haste Gut already hits everyone, but whatever. Alright, good. More rapid fire from Bart's. Now that we've used the Magic Lamp exactly twice, I want to have Ferris start to use Dance. Swords Dance will do massive damage against this guy because of the Excalibur and the Man-Eater Knife. And he's dead. Hooray! We win! It's the end of the battle! Woo! Well, I guess this would happen if you try to control an infinite amount of power, huh? And like all good final bosses, he dissolves at the end of the fight. Alright, that's it. Battle over. Right? Nuts. Yeah, it's not over yet. This is the real final boss fight, Neo Exdeath. Now this guy is not a pushover. Alright, yeah, so... yeah, Neo Exdeath here. Now he actually has 4 parts to him, instead of the 2 that you could see quite plainly. First thing first I want to do is use the Magic Lamp. If you use the Magic Lamp exactly twice, it will always use Zantetsuken on the 3rd try, and one of Exdeath's parts is vulnerable to Zantetsuken. You can't... Odin really won't work as well if you try to do it otherwise, so yeah. Let's see. Now, for this part, I actually want to use Break Spell Blade, because there's a part of Neo Exdeath that's vulnerable to it. Why don't you stand pat for a little bit? Let's see if we can't summon Katoba Pass to help deal with this problem. We are trying to target... let's see... this one. This, weird ram-like thing with horns. Oh, by the way, the part with the skeleton over in the back there, that's the part that's vulnerable to Zantetsuken. But this guy with the horns is vulnerable to Petrify, so we want to use that against them. Okay, well, that didn't work. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Just keep on going. Alright, that should have taken care of that one. Now all we have left is that man-person thing with horns, and the weird blood demon thing on the bottom there. You want to try and take these out at the same time. Holy crap. Oh, I forgot to do something. Huh? Oh, I thought that would have taken him out. Oh, okay. Well, we could take him out the old-fashioned way. Let's see. We want to use multi-targeting abilities against the remaining parts of Exdeath, because if you leave one part alive, it'll start to use all of the attacks that each and every single piece of Exdeath can actually use. Let's see, we want to mix Eyedrop, Dragon Fang, use it on the Man with Horns part. That'll take care of his physical attacks for a little while now. Yeah, this is why I wanted to deal with the weird horn thing in the back there. Because he can use... crap. Almagest, which is a really powerful ability. Oh, nuts. First things first, we want White Wind. I don't believe that actually got rid of my Goliath's Tonic. I think that's a permanent thing. Wow! Are we lagging? Jesus. The best damage you could do is Maiden's Kiss Turtle Shell. This is already devolving. Yeah, we killed the wrong part by accident. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I forgot to switch back to Flare Spellblade, didn't I? Oops. Oh, by the way, oh, I already mentioned this, but I probably should throw the Excalibur at some point or another. Yeah. Spellblade. That's bad. That's really bad. Someone's probably gonna get killed. Aw, damn it. Alright, who's dead? Yeah, and then it got killed there. White Wind first. Unfortunately, Leno's the one who got killed, and she's the only one who has the best recovery revival ability in the game, so that's suckish, but we'll just deal with it. I think I'm going to prioritize healing and Mighty Guard for a little bit. Man, we are actually getting really bad slowdown. Don't kill anyone this time, please. I would really appreciate... No, Lena's gonna die again, isn't she? Oh no, she's alive! Sweet! Yeah, there's only one Exdeath part, which is why we're getting wailed on now. Yeah, let's mix ourselves another Succubus Kiss. No, that's not Swords Dance, Ferris. That's the one big problem with using Dance, is that sometimes you get the wrong thing. Oh good, we still have enough MP for Mighty White Wind. Not Mighty Guard, White Wind. Mighty White Wind? Yeah. I'm using an elixir on Creel right now. She needs the MP. Okay, since there's only one part, I'm gonna throw the Excalibur right now. There it is, Excalibur. Yeah, there's only one part left, so I don't feel guilty for doing this at all. This is a situation you don't really want to have happen a lot, but whatever. Well, I was gonna White Wind anyway. Man, I can't tell you how much I hate the Meteor spell. Thank God the damage is so fairly random. Alright, rapid fire again. We did it! Woo! We got him! And everyone survived! One of the things that really helped out is the fact that Almagest, and he couldn't really hit me with status ailments, and that Almagest wasn't doing so much damage thanks to Mighty Guard over there. Whew. Yeah, Neo Exdeath is no pushover. I made that look way easier than it actually is. There are a lot of ways that fight could go wrong if you're not careful. It's really all about setup, though. What's up with this, monologue? It is very pretty music, though, I gotta admit. Hmm, true. What are we gonna do now? I don't have any control over the speed at which the messages display anymore, viewers, just so you know. So if it's moving too fast, sorry. Alright, we do have shards from the crystals. Guess this is referring to those essences that they had at the beginning of the game when we had the encounter with the wind crystal. Oh, okay. So all the tablet dungeons become the new shrines for the crystals that are suddenly reforming themselves. That's actually really cool, not gonna lie. And this time, let's just leave them there and not absorb all their power. How about that? What about the island shrine? Whatever. Return to normal, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, true. Huh. Huh. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot. I like the music at this part of the game. It's so beautiful. Is that who I think it is? They're not gonna tell me, are they? Yeah, it's probably hear you, though. Well, whatever. Oh, there we go. That would be the island shrine, then. You know, I kind of felt like making a Blue's Clues reference there, but I think I'll just withhold myself. So now I guess we get to watch what happens afterward. By the way, I was saying before, any character that dies in the final battle dies for real at the end if they're not revived. Yeah, anyone who's dead at the end of the final battle won't have the strength to leave the void, so you won't see them at all here. But we made it. Everyone's survived, so now we get to sit back and watch the fruits of our labors, I guess. And the Moogles! Kupo! That... that was terrible. Yeah, Ferris is back in a dress. How'd he manage to do that? Oh, well, never mind. Not so much anymore, huh? How did you jump through the window? There are... Oh, never mind. Aren't you the heir to the throne, Creel? I mean, yeah, you're just a kid, but... We've had kids rule kingdoms before. Nice. Where is he gonna go, though? He's already seen the whole world. Come to think of it, this is one of the very few JRPGs where, Look at all the baby chocobo eggs. Never mind. This is one of the few Final Fantasy games where the, beloved peasant hometown village doesn't get burned to the ground. I mean, it gets the suck, but it comes back, so... Chocobos. Apparently chocobo birth is really simple. You just pop out the eggs and they hatch within 30 seconds. I wish Pokemon worked that way. I remember that scene. Man, that takes me back to way earlier in the LP. It was such a long time ago, too. There's just something about the end of LPs that makes me feel kind of, a little sad. I guess because, you know, it's the end of an LP. You spend several months working on a project, and then it's all over. When did I even start this LP, anyhow? I think it was the summer of 2016. I mean, God knows when this is coming up. I'm recording this, like, in January of 17. But, man, it's been a long time coming. This is a surprisingly long LP. I didn't think it was going to last this long. I mean, I knew it was going to last about as long as the first Golden Sun game or so, but it just feels like it's lasted a lot longer, probably because I haven't been updating daily like I did over the summer, for various reasons. I love the characters in this game. I love the sprite animations in this game, too. They were so good. just amazing how much emotion you can convey from, like, a few 16-bit sprites animating all over the place. Spectacular, really. What up with the Mode 7? Oh, right. The Forest of More. Yeah, that's true. Galuf is kind of still. Hmm. You know, I'm actually kind of feeling a little teary-eyed right now for some reason. Maybe it's the music. I don't know, the first time I saw this whole thing with Galuf, it actually made me almost more sad than the similar scene in Final Fantasy VII. Just a little bit more. Or not, maybe not more, but just about the same, really, which is surprising, considering how everyone reacts to that scene in Final Fantasy VII. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it, but... And of course, we've got the classic Final Fantasy theme going on here. Yeah, we're still the Warriors of Light. Don't have anything to fight anymore, but we're still the Warriors. Oh, yeah, no, it's just your imagination. Oh, I love how everyone's just hearing the sound of their element. Kinda weird how that doesn't come up often outside of the narrative. The only other time it does come up is the Gladiator's finisher elemental ability. It's whatever element the character corresponds to, but I think I've said that plenty of times already. Oh, well, that's just not fair. We all have chokobos and she gets a dragon? Anyway, that's all for Let's Play Final Fantasy V! Oh my god, this was a fun game to Let's Play. I actually have only ever played this game once before actually doing this Let's Play. It was, I believe, during like the second semester of my freshman year in college. I got the idea to Let's Play this game after having played through the whole thing myself. It was a lot of fun, and I actually did enjoy this Let's Play a lot. There was a couple of parts where it got a little bit bogged down by all the grinding I ended up doing, but otherwise I think it was pretty well done, I think. The pacing probably could have used a little bit of work, but this game has kind of a weirdish pacing system anyway, so whatever. Anyway, as for this game... the dragon. As for this game itself, this is considerably more lighthearted than the vast majority of all Final Fantasy games, but I actually like the plot of this game a lot. It's as much as I was, you know, yelling and screaming and making fun of the stupidness that happened during the plot, but that's part of the game's charm, really. I mean, it's not too serious, it doesn't always take itself way too seriously, and sometimes you really just need a game that's lighthearted enough to where you don't feel like the story's weighing you down a little bit, but, you know, serious enough to where you're actually motivated to get on with things. One of the things I really like about this game is, even though the graphic style is really rudimentary, even for the Game Boy Advance, it actually still looks pretty nice. I mean, obviously there are way prettier Game Boy games out there, like Zelda Minish Cap. Well, that's probably the prettiest Game Boy game in, like, the entire library, but whatever. But it still looks pretty nice, even if it is, you know, a bit dated. But that's just me. I'm personally a huge fan of pixel graphics, so... But what really makes this game fun for me is the battle mechanics. There are just so many different ways you can go about annihilating everything in your path. Although maybe not necessarily. This game is actually one of the harder Final Fantasy games out there. Nowhere near as hard as Final Fantasy IV DS, but still pretty damn hard, without all the meta-knowledge I had going into a lot of the different boss fights. I mean, the first time I played through this game, I didn't know nearly as much about every single enemy in the game as I did going through it just now. Yeah, a lot of the boss fights were a lot harder for me the first time around, and a lot of my job class setups were significantly different for me the first time around too. Like, I never actually mastered Oracle for Creel the first time I played through the game. I mastered the Gladiator for Ferris the first time I played through the game, thinking that Long Reach was actually going to do me any good, but sadly it didn't. Although, I seem to remember still doing quite a good bit of damage from the back row anyway, although I think I was using Chicken Knife Maneater Knife instead of Chicken Knife Excalibur the first time around, or not, sorry, Excalibur or Maneater. So, yeah. Even the job grinding wasn't particularly painful whatsoever. I mean, yeah, it does take a little while up until you get to the Castle Ball, but once you get there, it starts going a lot faster, and in the crystal area of the interdimensional rift, it really just goes by quickly, especially if you manage to run into the mover enemies. I don't think I actually got any of those guys on screen, but, oh well. The best way of taking care of them is to just have your Black Mage with Hermes Sandals use Firaga against them all the time, but that's something else entirely. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this game, and a lot of fun making this Let's Play, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys for the next Let's Play series. Oh, and of course, we've got a little statistics here. All the abilities we've learned are scrolling past right there. Not a whole lot for Creel, actually. 22 abilities. Do we press the A button here? No, I think it's just automatic. Yeah, I do love battling in this game. It's a lot of fun. Especially since, you know, fleeing is actually a legitimate tactic for powering yourself up, you know? And all the instant death abuse. This is like the only game, or RPG game I ever really play, that, actually... No, that's a lie. Final Fantasy VI has even more instant death abuse than this game. But that's a whole different breed of cat altogether. Final Fantasy VI is much, much more broken than this game. Significantly more, especially the Super Nintendo version. But, oh well. I think my first playthrough file had many more abilities for a lot of the other characters learned, so oh well. Now obviously this is one of those games where you could just make everyone do the same thing and have everyone do everything, but I feel as though the game kind of rewards you for being a little bit more diverse with all of your stuff, because, you know, there was a lot of different things we could do, like, especially with blue mages. I love the blue mage in this game, because it's just such a versatile utility kit of abilities. And it remains useful across the entire game, unlike some other job classes like Monk or White Mage, which kind of gets overshadowed by some other job classes. Although, unfortunately, I think this is like one of the very few Final Fantasy games where blue magic is actually really, really good. But oh well. But anyway, yeah. I'd have to look at my own personal file to see what my stats are. I'm a little bit curious to see how they stack up to the LP stats now. But that's for later. I'm not gonna go pull it up right now. Maybe in editing. Yeah, levels aren't that high at all. I mean, they're higher than they were at the end of Golden Sun 1, but whatever. It's kind of interesting how much experience levels don't actually matter in this game either. I mean, they matter, but they're nowhere near as important to everything as, say, job levels are, and they're all a lot harder to get your hands on, but whatever. But anyway, that's it for this Let's Play series. The end! There is still some post-game content, I believe, involving certain super bosses. I'm not familiar with any of that at all whatsoever. I've never done it before, and I don't intend on doing it, at least not at the moment. So, for now, this is pretty much the end of the Let's Play. If I ever do decide to come back for bonus episodes, it'll be much later down the road. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play series as much as I've had fun in making it. This is Prince of Somnia, signing out. See you next Let's Play!